Welcome. Welcome to Online Solution TV. Here we give you tips on how to overcome the challenges you have. Today I want to speak to the students who have challenges in writing imaginative composition. If you have a challenge in writing imaginative composition, English paper 3, question 1, the compulsory, where you have write imaginative composition. Like you can see here, we have this one here, imaginative composition, which is compulsory. Either, we have two questions here, so you can see, write a composition ending with the words. It then dawned on me that perhaps this is why I had been born. But we have students who have a problem in writing, imagining. They don't know how to write. Or they don't know how to write correct English. The spellings is wrong. They don't know how to use the past, the tense, present, and continuous. You have a problem in that. It is okay. Now here, as you can see, I have two questions here. I discourage you from writing the second one. The second one is a discussion. But the first one, question A, is a story. That is the first one. Let me look at question 2. This one should be question on whichever one. Write a composition ending with the words. So here you are supposed to give a story, and then at the last, when you have finished giving the story, you will finish with, I eventually realized how important it is to live peacefully with neighbors. But remember, I'm talking to you who cannot imagine, who cannot give a story, and then finish with this. Eventually, I realized how important it is to live peacefully with neighbors. You might be having a story, yes, but now putting it down, right? Writing it in correct spellings, correct English, correct English sentence structure is a problem. If you have that problem, here is the solution. So that is the other one, ending with. We have another one which starts with. Let us look at the one that starts with. This one is also ending. Very good. Look at this one. Write a composition. Let me expand this. Write a composition beginning with the following sentence. When I left home that bright Sunday afternoon, I did not realize that the events of the next few days would completely change my life. So you are there in an exam, this is the question, and you don't know where to begin. You don't know what to write. This is the solution for you. Now, what you need to do, whether it is the beginning, whether it is the ending, whether you have been given what, and it is a story. The question A is always a story. So what I want you to do is to look for a good story, a good composition, only one, and cram it. Master that story. So I'm going to show you how you will use your story. You don't care the question what it is asking. You don't mind what the question is asking. But the first thing, if the question asks you to start with, then you just start with that sentence and then give your story. Don't bother whether it is making sense depending on the question. Don't bother that. What you need to know is start with the sentence you are given. Like now, I'm going to write these two compositions, ending with and starting with. I have the third one, where you will be told, write a story. This one, let me write red. Write a story to illustrate the saying, experience is the best teacher. That is a story. Experience is the best teacher. You don't understand. Experience is best teacher. How? Best teacher, how? You don't know what to write and you have chosen to write this. Don't worry. You have your one story. That story is here. That you will write everything like that story. So let me show you the story I have. And you can even use it to give you one story and I will show you how to use it in any of these compositions, any of these, and you will get 14, 15, 16 marks. 14, 15, 16. Even if you write the way, whether you did not even read the question. But if it is a beginning, you must start with the words you are given to begin with for you to score the 2 marks for instructions, right? If it is ending, you write the story that I'm going to tell you, you write the story, then end with those words. But if you are told, write a story about experience is the best teacher, that is now the best, because you write the experience, the best teacher as the title, and then give your story, even if it does not have anything about experience being the best teacher. Even if it does, so long as it is well punctuated, it is making sense, and it has a moral lesson. There's something, whoever is marking, there's something you will learn from that story. Then you will only miss 4 marks for irrelevancy. There is 4 marks for irrelevance. Of writing things which does not exist, you will lose 4 marks. So 20 minus 4, it is 16, right? Because now this is a story you mastered, it is a story you crammed, it will not have punctuation problem, it will not have grammar problem, the paragraphs will be well structured because it's something you have practiced, one composition you have practiced. It means you are going to get, if it is bad, or worse, you are going to get 15 out of 20. Is that bad marks? No. So let's look at this composition, and like here now, assuming I have been asked, write a composition, write a story. I'm going to give this story here. Write a story. Now listen and pay attention here. Write a story to illustrate the saying, experience is the best teacher. And I know my problem. I don't know how to write English. I have problems structuring sentences. Past tense, present tense, I don't know. So my story is here, and see how I'm going to connect this topic and this. So what I will do, what you do, you will write the topic. Experience is the best, so I will write the topic. So you write the topic, given, write the heading. That heading, I have written the heading, that's now. Then now, I will start writing my composition. The first thing is, you see, this is the composition I crammed and practiced it. It is here, it is in my head. So what I will do is just start writing and downloading it. So the first paragraph you will write is this paragraph. Paragraph 1, you write this. Tico, tico, rang the wedding bell. The church was full of friends and relatives, all excited to witness Justin and Janet say, yes, I do. I have to admit, I felt a bit jealous. Everyone was happy, and even the air seemed full of love and joy. You see, I don't care what experience the best teacher is. I'm not even bothering that, but I have written it as the heading. The second paragraph, you see that question, that paragraph, that first paragraph is interesting. There is no English error. There is nothing, there is no error at all. Very good. Let's go to the second paragraph. Outside, the groomsmen stood smartly dressed in brown Italian suits with purple flowers on their coats. Near the door, the flower girls proudly showed off their beautiful dresses. Inside, soft piano music filled the air as everyone waited for the bride to walk in. The third paragraph. It was said that Justin was a wealthy businessman with many investments abroad. He had met Janet during a conference in Dubai. A very beautiful sentences written here. They locked eyes and love was born. You see. Not much was known about Janet, but her beautiful smile could easily melt anyone's heart. As the sun went down and the lights brightened, the church everyone prepared for the long-awaited moment. You see, it is very interesting. The story is interesting. Even the one who is reading is enjoying. Now, we will continue to read because you have used well and written. Don't write like a doctor. Write well, feasible, legible handwriting, eligible, something that somebody is going to see. So if you write like a doctor, the person will not even read. Let's continue with the third paragraph, fourth. Then the ceremony began. Janet Soul walked down the aisle toward Justin. The priest smiled and began the vows. Do you, Justin, take Janet as your lovely wedded wife? Till death do you part? You see, that's a very, very interesting part. There's no error there. Before the echo of Justin's years faded, women in the church passed into loud ululations of joy. But suddenly, something changed. Janet's face looked sad, and the tears rolled down her cheeks. Everyone thought she was crying for happiness until she pulled out a pistol. The next paragraph. Justin, you are under arrest. So we realize now that this Jane was this police who hide, who don't even wear uniform. CIDs in Kenya, we call them CIDs. So she was a policeman, a woman. Justin, you are under arrest, she shouted. The church fell silent in shock. One woman, trembling, grabbed what she thought was a handkerchief, only to realize it was a baby's dirty diaper. You make this person to laugh. All right. The pastor's pipe fell to the ground, and as he tried to pick it up, he stumbled and hit his head. People screamed and ran in every direction. So finally, the last paragraph. Janet quickly uncovered Justin. Janet quickly uncovered Justin. It turned out he was not a businessman at all, but wanted drug dealer. He was a drug dealer who had been hiding behind fake business deals. The beautiful wedding turned into chaos as police officer took him away. As I walked home in the evening, one thought echoed in my mind, not everything that glitter shines is gold. You see, this conversation, like I have said, does not have any grammatical error. There is no grammatical error completely. It is a story which has a moral lesson. What is the moral lesson in this story? It means that you cannot hide in crime forever. The day is coming when you will be caught. So that's one of the lessons. There are so many other lessons you see here. And another lesson is that this person who is marking will say for sure, not everything that shines is gold. Sio kila mtu unayemwona hivi unadhani ni venye unamuona. Kwa hiyo kuna vitu ambavyo wameficha. Are you seeing that? So that is a story which has a moral lesson. So moral lesson, take. Grammatical, no error. So now you will use the same story. If you are given now this question, the same story. If you are given, write a composition. You are given, this is the first composition, this is imaginative. Write a composition beginning with the following sentence. And this is our sentence that's going to begin with. So what you do, you copy this sentence and then put it the first, because it is the beginning, you write it in the first. Once you write in the first sentence, and then you join with your story. You can join with your story and continue with your story. You finish that story like this. Once you finish the story like I have shown you here, you only miss 4 marks. For this one, you will miss 4 marks. 4 marks for irrelevance. You understand? Now let me give you, if you have been given to end with, let me give you a question to end with the story. So let me bring a question, write a story ending with, like this one. Write a story, composition, ending with, copy. So the question is, this is the question, this is the question. Here, write a composition ending with the following words. On taking a final look, it made me realize that choices have consequences. So this is the ending. So you just take that sentence, you write it. This is your story, the same story. You come here towards the end and put that sentence on taking the final. So you will get the 2 marks that you finished the story with the sentence you are given. That is 2 marks already. And then you will be penalized 4 marks for writing irrelevance. It is something that is not making sense according to the question. I think that you will be penalized 4 marks. So this is learner who will do this will score 15 or 16 marks, depending on the handwriting. If the handwriting is okay, eligible, feasible inaonekana, but the student will get 15, ikiwa mbaya 14 out of 20. Thank you very much. Share. For those who are having problems in writing imaginative composition, to use this tactic and they will get the grade that will take them somewhere. Share and like.